Hi kids, Coach Morgan here again, moving on with stick handling practice. We're going to try to put a Islanders Hockey Club team warm-up drill in place for stick handling that we can always do maybe before we go into the locker room, before we get dressed. What I wanted to show you before we get into that is something that Ian and I call the cannoli, the training cannoli. I'm not asking everybody to use this as part of the warm-up drill, but it's something that you want to become familiar with if you're not using it yet already, and maybe you just incorporate it into your stick handling training. The cannoli is basically a piece of pipe, PVC pipe, that has the same diameter as your stick. So you can actually take the cannoli and slide it on your stick. And what it does is it helps train your bottom hand, because our bottom hand we want to have loose. So what I do is I take the cannoli, sometimes when Ian's practicing, we slide it over the shaft of the stick, okay? And then what it actually does is it doesn't let you grip your stick, and all of your motion is with your top hand. So then with the cannoli, what we're really doing is we're really just holding the stick in place. We're not really lifting the stick. We're not really controlling the stick because the cannoli rotates around. So that's what we use the cannoli for, and we can do side to sides, we can do toe drags, whatever we're doing. You can see I'm really just working this top hand because the bottom hand can slide freely, all right? So try to use the cannoli sometimes for practice. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna talk about our warm-up drill. So our warm-up drill for stick handling is gonna look like this. It's gonna have a couple of different touches that we're gonna work into place. This one you probably already know. This is called the wide touch, and this is what we've been doing most recently with one hand or two hands. But we're gonna start off with a wide touch, okay? You can do this for about 20 seconds, but I really wanna see your hands, especially on your backhand, really moving all the way out. So you have a nice wide touch, okay? Then we're gonna move into some soft touch drills. We're gonna start with soft touch on your forehand side. So if you're a lefty, this is your forehand. If you're a righty, this is your forehand. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our feet facing forward, and we're just gonna do soft touch. Again, hands in front of us, and we're just keeping the puck right next to us. And we can do this for about 15 or 20 seconds. Then we're gonna go to soft touch in front. So we're gonna try to keep the puck in front of us, and we're doing soft touch in front of us, okay? I'm not moving the puck much further than a few inches. I'm really rotating my top hand. I'm trying to pick my head up, looking down at the puck occasionally. Then I'm gonna go to soft touch on the backhand, okay? And that's gonna look like this, all right? My hand, the top hand, is still on the side of my body. It's not really caught behind it, okay? I'm still trying to rotate my top hand, but I'm doing my soft touch on the side, okay? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a soft touch around the world. And that's gonna start on your forehand and come all the way around to your backhand. So that's gonna look like this. Soft touch on the side. We're soft touch through the middle. We're soft touching all the way over to the backhand. And then we're soft touching all the way through, back to the forehand. And we're gonna keep going around the world for about 20 seconds and then take a break, okay? The last one we're gonna do is a soft touch, okay? That's just working going forwards and backhand and back to your body. And what's happening is your bottom hand is freely sliding up and down the stick while you're cradling. And it's gonna look like this. You're gonna start in close. Your hand's gonna come all the way down, and you're gonna soft touch and move the puck away from your body until your hands are almost touching, and then you're gonna bring it back, looking at my bottom hand, rotating all the way down to the bottom of the shaft, okay? And then I'm gonna bring it all the way back out. Again, trying to work my top hand, lowering my bottom hand, okay? And I'm gonna keep going out for about 15 to 20 seconds, controlling the puck all the way So all of those drills are warm-up. We start with our wide cradle. We do our soft touch just on the side. We do our soft touch in the middle. We do our soft touch on the backhand. Then we do around the worlds, soft touching around the worlds. Then we do all the way out, all the way back in. That should take you about 2 minutes to do all of those drills. You can do it as many times as you want. Hockey training, stick handling, warm-up drill for our Islanders team. Let's try to get this down so we can use it for before game practice. Go Islanders.